we go.
Hello everyone, this is John with Money on the Floor Currency Trader, and right now we have my newest and latest and greatest template out, and this has the John's RSI dots on it. We went with the dots because having too many arrows just confuses everything and makes it complicated. So the dots actually work out really well because it goes good with the A plus arrows, which we know are a momentum arrow. The dots are a momentum dot. So what the dot is anytime the fast RSI crosses a slow, above it we have a momentum shift to the upside, below it we have a momentum shift to the downside. So and that's a very good thing to know. So when you got a green dot and you have momentum to the upside and you have an arrow, you have a great buy situation. Now, I was completely destroyed on this pair today because I did not go by just the dots. I went by candles and movements and things that I thought I saw, and it did not work. It does not work. You cannot outguess this pair. You cannot figure out this pair. This pair turns on a dime without even thinking. When you think it's going to go down, it's going to go up. When you think it's going to go up, it goes down. But these dots are a game changer, and let me tell you. Now, I haven't really had a chance to use this yet because I just now realized it, and I was very excited and I wanted to do a video. Now the new way I'm going to change this is I'm going to put everything in my favor. One thing I can tell you is when you have the 50 moving average and the candles are above, obviously you should be buying. Why? Because you cannot sell up here. This market is too difficult, too complicated, and very easily it'll take your money. Now, if you're running a 0.5 to a 2 lot, which I like to run, it's a high lot size for this pair. You make lots of money. So if you saw this green dot, the green candle, and you got into this trade, you made probably about $3,000 right here. And that's quite a lot of money. Now, if you tried to change this one, you might have got some money. It might have spooked you out of the trade, but eventually it would have turned around and got some of the money back before you were able to capitalize on it. It's very difficult to trade this, but with the dots, it makes it much easier. The idea is that when you're above the 50 moving average, you have a green dot, you're going to ride that up. Now, once you get a pullback with the red candle, you can exit, or because we didn't get a dot, you can wait till you got the red dot and then exit on the red dot. The red dot does not show every single RSI cross. It shows the important ones. So that's the most important thing I can tell you. It's going to show you the one up here where you need to exit the trade. So then if you waited for a green dot, since it's above the 50, you would have traded this up and then not made a lot, but you would exit the trade, break even. The idea is that you're going to take every buy signal until you're done trading. And then you get this one here, you would have made a killing. This one here, you would have made a couple dollars, if not break even. And that one, you would have made a killing. Now, the only time you would take any sell dots is when it's underneath the 50. Let me find one over here for you. Like right here, we had a sell dot. It went underneath the 50. That is tradable. Once you got the green dot, you exited. It gave you a buy signal. You do not take that signal till it goes above. You did have a green dot. Once it goes above the 50, that candle right there is a buy candle. You can buy that and up you go and you made your money. And again, and again, and again. So that's how this works. It seems very simple, but I have finally just come up with this because I lost my shorts today, and it just upset me so much that there's so much money to be made with this pair, and I wasn't able to extract the money every time I wanted. I was able to extract some great money, and then when I went to get more, it outsmarted me. This pair is out to get you. It will give you 1,000 and take back 2. That's the problem with this. And then it looks like it's still going to go in your favor, so you hold it a little bit and you take $1,000 loss just to find out it is not going to go in your direction. You have to exit anyway. That is the problem with this pair. So this template works really good for this pair. Gold is much easier to trade. You won't have any trouble on that. You could almost follow the dots exclusively up and down. But still, if you stick to this pattern, it works really good. But this is for NAS 100, nasty NAS. That's what we call it. It's very difficult to trade, and because of that, you need to only buy above the 50 line and only sell. Now, there are times when you shouldn't buy anything. Where is that time? Let me show you. Right in here's a good spot. You have a 50 line that's going sideways, and if you notice, you do have a green dot. It went up. You could have bought this. It wasn't that bad. And then you could have sold this. It wasn't super bad. You didn't make any money. You probably would have broke even or lost either way. But when there's no gap in between the moving averages, which is the 9 and the 20, there is no trade. And plus, you can see the 50 moving average going sideways. So really what I would do with this pair is where it went to no gap, and let's say I did try to trade this and I had difficulties, I would have spotted that we're going sideways and I would have put this into a box until we broke out of this. That is definitely the safest thing to do for this pair, and you want to be safe with this pair. But once it broke out of this, it paid nothing but money again. So that's what's so important about this. It did it over here, wasn't too bad. It went down, went up. In here there was no trade. You were below. Even if you did trade it, it wasn't, you didn't make any money, but there was no gap in here. See how there's a gap in between the 9 and the 20? That is tradable. You get the red dot, it closed below. This is tradable down to the green. After that, there's no trades. There's no gap, no gap, no gap. You got a green one, but you can't go up. There is a gap there that is tradable. You didn't really make any money. You probably broke even. I don't think you lost, but you broke even. This was a sell trade, and there was a gap, and I don't know if I would have traded it. It would have been close, but if you did, you lost money. Now it went back up. It never gave you a buy trade, but it gave you another sell trade. And at that time, we went down, pulled back up, went down. This trade started here. It gave you nothing but money. It made up for any losses that you had back in here. And it just does it over and over. But you can see how whipsaw this pair is. So if you're only going to take the buy trade that is above, which is right here, it gave you a really nice trade to the upside. You would leave this sell trade alone until it got below the 50. Then you could trade it down and got out. If you were aggressive and possibly because you know that this pair, when it has a strong move up, always has a strong move down, you may have traded this down. And that is quite possible. There's nothing wrong with that. But it has to be a strong move up, and then you would get a strong move down. Like this was a strong move down, and it gave you a strong move up. But this was pretty scary in here, but you did pay off. But definitely, if you wait for it to go above or below, this was non-trade. This was a great trade. And you can buy into here, get out on the red dot, wait for the green dot, buy, get out on the red dot. It made you nothing but money. So if you trade this pair wisely, and you trade this pair smartly, and maybe build into the trade, but even with this, I don't mind doing 2 lots, but or 1 lot, even 0.5 lots. It makes a lot of money, and you can stack into it. But definitely, if you're going to trade 0.01, then you can just buy the dots. It doesn't really matter. You can sell here and buy, then go back and forth because it's so small, it's not going to tear you apart. But when you trade large on the NAS 100, which 1 lot is pretty large for it, you're going to make lots of money. And to make lots of money, you need to follow this template. All right, everybody. I wish you well. Anybody who's got the template, if you have any questions, please get a hold of me. And let's make some money in the markets, everybody. Okay, bye-bye.